Bobby sang to the mothers and fathers in their wisdom. They just can't understand. Here we are again, changing times, criticize, spreading lies, anything but lend your hand. And them Buffalo boys, they rang out a warning. Quit resisting your children as they're speaking their minds. Their voices are bells echo loud. Holy choir, don't provoke the babies that you love. And you wake up 50 years gone by. All the protest songs are about you. And now a mother's cry, hear the dreamers die. And you thought this fight was about you. I would lie. Soldiers, but you got nothing to say about poor Miss Good. At St. John's Revival, raise your hands, make a fist punching down. Anointed, the fortunate one. And you wake up 50 years gone by. All the protest songs are about you. Our mothers cry, the dreamers died. You thought this fight was about you. Well, 50 years passed now, we are the fathers, and our children are gonna teach us more than they learn. Mother's tears water souls, dreamers' blood, in the soil is the seed that will reconceive the earth. Our mothers cried, the dreamers died. You thought this fight was about you. Well, Bobby sang to the mothers and fathers in their wisdom. They just can't understand. Thanks so much, David. She was born in the springtime of 2001. Crawl through the wreckage on the screen every night. strangers, just like the world was gonna end. There ain't nothing to fear for when there's nothing to win. She was a child when the towers did crumble. Yeah, she was a child when that levee did break. She was a child when the banks went under, and the bald-faced bandits did steal her joy. He was born in the summer. It was 2004. I held him up to the sky when those waters did rise. The rooms people lived in, they were flooded. They were flooding and drowning. The dreams that they lived in were drowning just the same. He was a child when the towers did crumble. He was a child when that levee did break. He was a child when the banks went under, and them bald-faced bandits did steal his joy. They came of age in the deserting days, the old folks gasping and grasping for air. Their sages betrayed them and wagered the farm on the thoughts of the prophets and on prophets and bread. They were the children when the towers did crumble. They were the children when that levee did break. They were the children when the banks went under, and them bald-faced bandits did steal their joy. We gotta face down them bandits and take back the joy. Thanks so much, everybody. My good friend Andrew William Smith back there has a couple of notebooks.
Etc. Find your Billy and your etc. Oh, that sounds awful.
It sounds fine.
Down. Well, I hope your tenants make meth and chain smoke. Got a herd of cats ain't ever get trained. I hope all your children grow up to call you by your first name. Well, it'd be mighty nice to see you get right, but you chose the role you hold. So I hope trouble come and find you till you lose your mind. You get lost or finally come home. Well, I'm wishing you a hard life, hard times, that you get what you get. This whole world is rubber and you are glue. The hell you've been making puts a hurting on meanness, it don't come easy, and a hard heart's hard on you. I hope your dog don't ever love you, don't ever want to come home, and takes up at the neighbors, barks at your window all night long. I hope your AC's hot, your heat is cold, there's only Pepsi when you want Coke. Whatever sad soul's there when you are old, don't ever wanna watch your TV shows like Murder, She Wrote. Well, I'm wishing you a hard life, hard times, that you get what you get. There you go. This whole world is rubber, and you are glue. The hell you been making puts a hurting on you. A little bit of hillbilly karma, down home darn, gives you good talking to. But till then, bless your heart, you are what you are. A hopeless life, a meanness, it don't come easy, and a hard heart's hard on you. Now I need to say this. I wrote this song 2023 maybe, 2022, and I didn't know that this was, I just thought this was an insult. I didn't know it was news. I hope there ain't no bait when you go fishing, except the worms that are in your brain. I hope you sit out in the sun all day, and you don't ever catch a thing. I hope your record's all skipped, gotta swallow when you dip in the mailman. He only brings bills, you get everything you want, but nothing you need except for pity from all of your friends. Cause you can carve your name in the front pew, and all your friends, they can say you're nice. Give all your money to charity, it don't mean you're living right. But like somebody's mama said to somebody's mama, if you can't say nothing kind, then y'all, hell you got it. Say it more than twice. Well, I'm wishing you a hard life, a really hard life, that you get what you get. This whole world is rubber, and you are glue. The hell you been making puts a hurting on you. A little bit of hillbilly karma, down home darn, that gives you a good talking to. But till then, bless your heart, honey, you are what you are. I hope this life of meanness, it don't come easy, and a heart's hard on you. Does anybody have any good et ceteras for that song, you know? Like, we already got Landlords and Bill Lee. Who? Oh yeah, well, Ice, that's all them fuckers do, yeah. Pretend that, like, things gotta come, there's gotta be horses in the sky and all this shit. We got food for people. We got mutual aid. We got enough money. We got enough health care. We got things that can go around. We just gotta make sure that we treat everybody like your grandma would treat you at her table. My grandma didn't have any money, but nobody left with an empty belly. And she understood something about the cut of the world that an awful lot of people with a lot more money than her could really understand. When the Lord comes back, ain't gonna be no cops. You can cook your own, you can smoke your crops. All the boys gonna wear the pretty things when the Lord comes back and gotta prove the thing. When the Lord comes back, I'm gonna drive real slow, gonna go wherever the Spirit goes, gonna dog and pill and talk and cuss. Well, ain't no boss gonna make a fuss. When the Lord comes back, I'm gonna drive real slow. Oh, every high place gonna be brought low. Every high place gonna be brought low. When kingdom come, we want for nothing. It's just a long table, a mess of beans and honey buns. Well, the trucks are small, the trains are late, the men pick up their dinner plates. this ain't nobody sees that the debts are paid. The guns are all for shooting clays. The guns are all for shooting clays. The guns are all for shooting clays. When the Lord comes back, the rich get scared and gotta act mean to be treated fair. All the living's honest and dying too. Our bodies return as heirlooms. Could already come a time or two, and they kill him like they tend to do. So I'm praying for the mighty to fall. This ain't no use in prayer at all. When the Lord comes back, I do my best to share my okra and cigarettes, break every law. I can't respect, leave some tall grass for all the critters rest. When the Lord comes back, I do my best to share my okra and cigarettes, to share my okra and cigarettes, to share my okra and cigarettes. Consented to all of this living. I stuck around cause my mama insisted. I ain't figured out what life's all about. Just takes its own time for your reasons to sprout. Most of my chickens are home, my crow's feet are grown, my back's out for cigarettes, now it's just gone. And I'm teaching my daughter that I lost my father by lingering on love until I make it awkward. With good enough family, reliable friends, a dog that don't mind and a guardian to tend, just enough rage and shit left to pray. Loving was dying and earning your age. When I was young I regretted ever being born. Now that it's gone, all it is all I'm living for. Find time in my thunder, well ain't it a wonder I made it here without calling my number. Well ain't it a good thing that I found some good things. If you make it enough, all this luck makes a blessing. A good enough family, reliable friends, a dog that don't mind and a guardian to tend, just enough rage and shit left to break. Loving what's dying and earning your age. When I was young I regretted ever being born. Now that it's gone, all it is all I'm living for. All the dying things love when I grow here. Maybe the lightning bugs will come back next year. If I had a mind worth keeping, I'd have lost it by now. Instead it's tearing through diapers and running around the house. Yeah, it's good enough family, reliable friends, a dog that don't mind and a guardian to tend, and just enough rage and shit left to break. Loving what's dying and earning your age. When I was young I regret ever being born. Now that it's gone, all it is all I'm living for. It's all I'm living for. Thank y'all so much for being here.
The last year and a half were a little precarious. It was strange because some of the most beautiful things in my life happened. Like I had my first child, which has been amazing. But also, like in the same year, like my car got hit and totaled by a drunk driver, and then I lived through Hurricane Helene while living in Asheville, and it was like a block away from my house. Everything was pretty destroyed, and then a pretty complicated pregnancy and birth, and I lost a lot of friends for various reasons, and just sort of felt like everything that had been me in any way was all cut away very, very quickly. And a question that I think I kept asking myself, I don't know if anybody's ever heard, there's a book called First the Ecstasy, Then the Laundry, by an American but Buddhist writer. And in the foreword of that book, he talks about how he was, I don't remember, in Nepal or wherever, and he was like, spending years in this monastery and like learning all these Buddhist practices and like meditating, and he started to feel like, this is easier than I thought. Like maybe I'm like on the way to enlightenment. Like I kind of feel it. But then he had to come home to the US, and he ended up having to go have dinner with his family, and he was like, absolutely, I am not anywhere close there. So like his book is sort of like, okay, you kind of get here, and then like, yeah, but who are you really when you experience things that are hard and you're not just like sitting there and meditating? So I wrote this song right after Hurricane Helene, and it's going to be on the new record. Laying in the tub of an old motel, I got a little stuck in a wishing well, but I'm scrubbing off the mud so you all can tell that I don't need nothing at all. I try to be the God and some devil too. They read me all the laws and they let me choose, but it kept me in the fog and they called it truth. Well, I don't need nothing at all. So whittle me down till I'm only bone, and see if I still stand tall. Cause I can make anywhere my home if I don't depend on my walls. My body gets mean and it fights itself, trying hard to clean out the nicotine smell. And you got nothing if you don't got health. Well, I don't need nothing at all. And the nomad's heart makes for real hard friends, crying in the dark like a lighthouse wind. And it's time to start making new amends. Well, I don't need nothing at all. So whittle me down till I'm only bone, and see if I still stand tall. Cause I can make anywhere my home if I don't depend on my walls. A hurricane and lightning coming up the mountain, the sunny days are short for the counting. Mother Nature holds a big eraser, don't need nothing at all. Gamble my tomorrows for a good hot meal, choking back my sorrows till I do not feel. Maybe seems like it is hollow, but at least it's real, that I don't need nothing at all. So whittle me down till I'm only bone, and see if I still stand tall. Cause I can make anywhere my home if I don't depend on my walls. No, I don't depend on my walls. No, I don't need nothing at all. Well, this cigarette is doing nothing for me. I still feel the tension in my veins, and all my borrowed habits haven't left me less erratic. The lines keep growing deeper on my face, and all that I had lost suddenly hit me like a brick wall in Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee. A stranger lent their kindness in the form of an air mattress, and love and sorrow led me to my sleep. Does everything fall apart like the rain tears from the clouds? And will it all go back again when the sun comes back out? And all my friends migrated to the West Coast. Like the gold rush, like an earthquake, mountain range. But as soon as I arrived, they were the angels at my side. I almost forgot how much he had changed. And then I fell in love with the youngest saint of the latter-day variety. She offered her perspective. In 3 days I was resurrected. It'd been so long since a woman had been that kind to me. Does everything fall apart like the winter tears the leaves? Will it all go back again when the world finally sleeps? And I no longer think of my mistakes like a shovel by a grave, 'cause each one whittled down a part of me I wasn't proud of. I think I can afford myself some grace, and the future is a void we cannot look into, but the empty cup's free to get filled up, and the same spirit still dwells within the thin walls of my shell. I'm amazed at all the ways to fall in love. Does everything fall apart like the shore torn by the sea? 'Cause each time I come back again, well, I'm ready, yeah, I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to leave. Thank you very much. Anybody have any questions or comments at this point in our evening?